Well, a very good afternoon to you. Well, the ANC in the Eastern Cape says it's now using the time that is left to prioritize issues of unemployment and poverty and inequality. And they are saying that they will use that to stamp their mark. You recall that the province has 15 NEC members who made it into the new NEC, to that 80-member NEC. They are saying that those people will be influential in getting what they are putting forward ahead, and that they are saying their branches did well even though they didn't deliver the incumbent chairperson Oscar Mabuyane into that position of deputy president. But they are saying now they are forging ahead and moving on with life and to tackle the challenges that the province faces. Let's bring in again the spokesperson of the ANC in the Eastern Cape, Gifting Monde. Once again, a very good afternoon to you, sir. Thanks for being patient with us. Sir, the issue of
very hectic day.
It's a very hectic day indeed. The issue of step aside, where does the province stand?
No, we are very firm on the issue of step aside as a province. You remember that we have been the champions of this policy matter that talks about step aside, even in the 2017 national conference, in fact the 54th national conference. We reaffirmed that stance again in this 55th national conference in December, that the step aside must continue, because we have got a strong view that that's how we are going to renew the ANC, and that's how we are going to bring revolutionary morality to the ANC. So we are very firm, we're very clear, step aside must still continue, so that all those who are charged, they must step aside, because society is looking at the ANC as a beacon of hope. So we can't be the one who are going to be off not in the side of our communities, not in the side of the rest of society, because we're the leader of society. So in order for us to make sure that we have got credibility in the eyes of the public, communities support the ANC, our leaders are leaders of credibility, our leaders of merit, then we have to continue with the issue of step aside, we have to continue with the renewal project of the ANC.
And we've had many conferences, but the Eastern Cape continues to see high levels of poverty and unemployment. You are saying you're going to use this time left now. What is that one thing that when this conference concludes that you would have said that you have achieved?
But look quickly, just to give a context, you will recall that the Eastern Cape has been one of those provinces that were balkanized. You remember in the Eastern Cape, you had your former Bandostan, your former Transkei, and your former Ciskei. And deliberately so, the apartheid government created a divide and rule. The apartheid government made sure that there's underdevelopment in the former Transkei and in the former Ciskei. It was very rare for our people to have access to water in the former Transkei. It was very rare to have access to water, sanitation or electricity, even in the former Ciskei. And these are the realities that we are living with, and the sovereign broader society must understand. And we are addressing all those imbalances that were deliberately created by the apartheid regime, because that was the intention of making sure that South Africa is divided, but also there's underdevelopment. But quickly to come to your question, look, we're almost 30 years in governance as the ANC in South Africa and also in the province. And I think we must move very fast with strides to address one, the issue of access to water, the issue of access to roads, proper infrastructure, because our communities are still struggling when it comes to road infrastructure, when it comes to access to roads, even those who are living in the deep rural areas. So those are the issues that this conference must affirm them and make sure that they make pronouncement. But also as the province, we are also crying for more funding as the province, so that when more money is coming to the province, then we can be able to drive some of these projects that will make sure that there's sustainability, there's also economic revival in the province. But also, most importantly, more money must come to municipalities, because there's also an issue of the revenue base in our municipalities, because we are living with people who are indigent, who don't have means, people who are relying on getting grants because their opportunities are not there. So we must also have that responsibility as a governing party to make sure that we address those challenges.
Before you went to the conference, I think a week before you went there, you disbanded the Amatole region. Talking about unity in the province, when can we see Amatole in order, its house in order, so that you merge it as and the plans you make, that they are in place with Amatole included?
Remember, that was a decision that was taken by a PEC after an assessment in that region. And there was a task team that was established by the PEC to look at the functionality of the organization in that region. So that work is ongoing with the regional task team. And because of what coming from the conference, we will go back and check what is the update on how far is the work is going through in ensuring that the sustainability in terms of organization in Amatole is functional, but also there are proper structures, there are branches that are in good standing. If there are outstanding branches that are not in good standing, those branches must go to their BHM and elect leadership. But our intention and our good intention is to have unity in the province.
Okay, seeing that some of your PEC members are now part of the NEC, when can you expect the filling of those vacant positions within the PEC?
That's a constitutional matter. You recall that all those that are elected into the NEC who are serving in the PEC, now there will be vacancies in the PEC. As a constitutional matter, as a constitutional provision in the Constitution, there must be a provincial general council to fill those vacancies.
Good Gift. Thanks a lot for your time, sir.
Thanks very much.
Well, that was Gift Ngondi, the spokesperson of the ANC here in the Eastern Cape. They are planning to work throughout the night to ensure that these commissions, they deliver the mandate of the province and ensure that their voices are heard on a national scale.